Going? Hi everyone, my name is Fong Lee. I'm the director of our U.S. Response Operations for All Hands and Hearts. I'm reporting from Vidor, Texas, one of the communities affected by Tropical Storm Imelda. We're here to tell you guys and create more awareness around what kind of happened in southeast Texas and the devastation that occurred here. Our team started monitoring last Tuesday. We were watching the development of Imelda as it continued to kind of make landfall Tuesday in Freeport, Texas. It continued to dump rain in southeast Texas for 4 days, and it accumulated about 40 plus inches in areas. This is pretty comparable to the rainfall in these areas during Harvey. A lot of these communities that have been impacted from Imelda were impacted from Harvey, and now they're going through it again. The homeowners and communities that weren't impacted during Harvey are now impacted during Imelda. So there's a long recovery process. We were able to come in Sunday night and start our assessment with our disaster assessment response team. We went out through the different counties, Jefferson, Orange County, Beaumont, and Vidor being the more specific areas. We also went out in Chambers. On Monday and Tuesday, we were still driving through at least 18 inches of rain and water in these neighborhoods. Many of the homeowners were not in their homes yet. About over 1,000 people were still in shelters. The emergency officials were doing thousands of high water rescues through this last weekend. So now homeowners are just getting back to their home and starting to see the impact of Imelda. As I mentioned, we're in Vidor, Texas. We're in this neighborhood here. We were just here on Tuesday, and the water was about up to my knees when we drove through here, and we saw quite a lot of damage here. And we're here at a home with a community member we were able to make contact with the church we're working with and very closely with, and who are also supporting our efforts and housing our volunteers and feeding our volunteers. So what you're gonna see behind me is a pile of debris. We're thankful that these homeowners were able to move quickly, and the process is very urgent, and to do it quickly is very vital to mitigate the hazards in the home. So the first step is to get in the home and gut out all of the damaged materials and personal belongings, and see if we can salvage anything for the homeowners. So in this area, they received about 4 feet of water, if not a little more, and it just receded yesterday. Like I said, homeowners are just getting into their homes. So we'll kind of go up to this home now, and you guys can see the water lines. So they were able, like I said, to get all the debris out here. The next step is for us to come in and do mold sanitation. Mold is very hazardous to the health, and it can cause respiratory issues. So we want to be sure we mitigate all those hazards before they start their rebuild. We want to ensure it's safe for them to return home and start that process of recovery, which is very overwhelming. So we'll go up here. You'll see this brick wall. You can maybe see, I don't know if the sun's gonna hit it. The water's up here about, kind of in the bushes here. And I'm about 5'4", so you can see that's kind of about 4 feet. And it was a lot of water. It took a long time to recede. And the longer the water sits, the kind of more hazards that can occur. So we're here to give you guys a call to action, to come volunteer with us. This disaster was a low attention event. It did not hit the media as strongly as it should have. So we need volunteers. This community could certainly use this support, and we're really hoping that we get more volunteers like you guys around the world to come help us, come help the community of Vidor. it's so helpful in their process. As I mentioned earlier, you know, a lot of these people were affected during Harvey, and what we're seeing is that they're uninsured. They don't have home insurance. So the financial costs and the burdens that they're going to face is something that we can help with our volunteer labor alone and the mucking and gutting and the sanitation process, which will help them probably around $10,000 or so. And we want to get more people here, so please apply, please apply. We're looking to get volunteers in as soon as we can. Our applications are open. We're intending to stay here until around November 27th. Of course, we're always going to consider need, and a big thing for us to stay as long as the need exists are our volunteers. So please, the link will be in this post here that our amazing marketing team has put together to apply. And just to kind of close it off, I've talked about kind of what happened here, and more around impact numbers. It's in the thousands here. You know, between Vidor and Beaumont and Jefferson County and Orange County, they're in the mid thousands. There's a lot of work to be done here, and with the support of our volunteers and just the amazing, loving, positive energy we can bring back here, and hopefully bring back some hope and bring back some light to these communities would be phenomenal. So apply as soon as you can. Let us know if you have any questions. The link will be there, and more information will be to follow once you apply.